Hey guys, it's Wilderness Witty TV back again with another episode. And guys, I wanted to come out and first and foremost apologize, being the fact that it has been such a long period of time since I've actually uploaded a video. But as life has had it, for lack of a better term, things kind of went sour for a bit. So again, I want to apologize, and I wanted to start out this new section of my channel with big game hunting or large game hunting. And we're going to start out, the reason why I'm doing this particular review is because these products that you see here on the table are all the products that I use to hunt for deer. And these products are completely surrounded in the grand scheme of things for large game hunting, especially deer, for lack of a better term. Now, you could probably hunt other species of deer with this product, but I wouldn't suggest going out, for example, and turkey hunting with this brand of product, unfortunately, due to the fact that turkey use their eyes more than they use their nose. But I wanted to kind of give you a broad scheme of what these products are, what they do, how to use them, and just to give you my overall opinion of what these products are. And obviously all of these products are budget friendly, guys. This is what my channel is solely about, is budget minded products that anyone can go out and buy, that are bulletproof and to the point and work phenomenally, guys. Now, the brand that you see here is actually Scent Killer Gold. That's exactly what it's called, Scent Killer Gold. Now, we're going to start from this side and work our way to the left, or to the right rather. This here actually is a shampoo and conditioner. And what that means, guys, is this is what you would use to cover your scent on your body. Now, you would think that this product would be something that you would not smell by your as human nostrils or human breathing would have it, or smelling would have it. You would think you would not be able to smell what's coming out of this container. But to my surprise, guys, you will smell it. This stuff, honestly, as long as you don't have a weak stomach, it stinks pretty bad, but it does a great job of actually casting away your human scent. And what that means is this stuff is things that are in the wild that deer has smelled before, and they're like, oh, well, I'm used to that. I don't personally know what this stuff is in the wild that they smell, but they've smelt it before. So they're not too worried about it when you're walking through the woods or you're sitting there in your deer blind and, they come across what you're smelling like. You know what I mean? But it works great. I remember the first time I used it. That's why I'm giving you all that warning. When you pop the top and you start scrubbing, you're going to realize, holy crap, this stuff smells like garbage, So just be prepared for that. But it's not too bad once you get out of the shower and you get dry, you don't smell it. But as you're wet is when you smell that. But that, aside from the smell factor, guys, as a human is concerned, this product works great. And I have a story to tell you all after the fact, after I get done with these reviews. And I will let you all know how well this product, or these products, worked, because I used every single one of them in the hunt that I'm getting ready to explain to you. Now, this is a deodorant. Now, this deodorant is actually the exact same brand. Everything you see on the table is the exact same brand, but it is an antiperspirant and a deodorant. And what that means for all the guys out there, if you don't know, you need to know. Even if you're not hunting, you need an antiperspirant and a deodorant. And what I mean by that is you need something that is going to not only make you smell good when you do sweat, but you need something to keep you from sweating. And that's exactly what this product does, guys. This product in itself makes sure that you don't sweat when you're out there, at 30 below zero and you've got 30 layers of clothes on and you're looking for that big deer. And not only that, but it also masks your human smell. I literally, as soon as my hunt was over with, the last time I went hunting, I literally unzipped and unbuttoned and untucked and pulled everything off, and I didn't smell a thing, even though I knew that I was burning up from having all the product on that I had, all of my gear. So kudos to this brand. I love it. Would continue to use it. Absolutely. Now, aside from these two products here, this is the only thing in this roundup that goes on your body. The rest of this product is what goes on your gear to control the scent of the gear. And what that means is when you're putting it on, or when you're, riding in a car, getting to your deer blind, or getting to wherever you're getting ready to go hunt at, your scent and everybody else's scent is still in that car, guys. So what you want to do is you want to wash, before you put your clothes on, you want to wash that scent out. And what that does, and what that is using, or how you do that is using this product here, guys. Same brand name. Now, I will tell you all, for just your pants, your shirt, your hat, and your coat, you only need a large load, and I would say use cold water, not hot water, and only need 1 cap full for just that equipment. I would not put your boots in the wash. You can put your socks in. I wouldn't put your gloves in unless your gloves are some of the same material as, say, your shirt or your coat, for lack of a better term. But just using this one time takes all of the scent out of your clothes, guys. It absolutely 100% works. But I will tell you something that I found out or realized after I had done it. You want to not touch your clothes with your bare hands after you've washed your hunting clothes. And what I mean by that is your scent gets right back on that. You know what I'm saying? You're cross-contaminating, for lack of a better term. Now, after you have washed it, you want to put it in the dryer, right? Of course, some people might want to air dry it. You pick it up, take it outside, hang it on the line, let it air dry. Perfectly fine. If you don't have that option, or you don't want to wait that long, you could easily enough put it in the dryer. And obviously, this right here is not the exact same brand as these products, but it was like $1, guys. And it literally is 15 sheets, of odorless 3D plus dryer sheets. It's one of the best things I've ever found out. I never even knew this product even was existent. I thought for years, I'm like, well, I wish, there was a product out there that I could just put it in the dryer and I wouldn't have to hang it up all the time. Because I used to just hang my stuff out to dry, just like I said. Now I don't have to. So all you would do is literally peel it, grab one, throw it in there, stick it in there for an hour. When you're done, grab them out, and you're done, guys. Now, what you could do after the fact for that, what you want to do is go hang it out on the line and let it air out, for lack of a better term. Let it air out for a couple of hours, and then you get your clothes on, you're heading out to your blind, right? Now, of course, I just mentioned beforehand, everybody else's scent plus your own scent is in that car, right? That's where this stuff comes into play, right? This is the same brand as this, okay? All you literally have to do, once you get out, you can do it yourself, or you can have a partner come out with you if they're hunting with you. You can take this product, spray yourself down with it, guys. Just, give yourself a good once-over with it, and it will kill the smell that you were just riding in. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're really, really particular, and you have the ability to get you one of those little, they look like little bitty pup tents, and they literally, all it is like a portable dressing room, and you could pop that up and put all your stuff in a Ziploc bag or something like that, and then, that's already been pre-treated and all that, and then you could get into that little tent and then dress. You could do that, or you could be like me, which I can't afford a little tent like that, so I just use this product here. Now, I've said all that, guys, and like I said, I absolutely 100% will recommend all of these products, right? And I will. I'll stick by them, every day and twice on a Sunday, guys. But the little story I wanted to tell you all was actually the hunt that I had last, it was about a year ago, I think. And I went out with a couple friends of mine, church brothers. And it was me, my brother-in-law, one of my church buddies, two other church buddies that I have. And we went out on this guy's property, right? And of course, this guy hunts his property religiously. I mean, he's a deer hunting fanatic. I mean, he's a hunting fanatic as it is. Now, of course, I can't say that I'm not, because I am to an extent, but there's people out there that do it a whole lot more than I do. I mean, there's people out there that do it for a living, obviously. You know, that's where you get all these TV shows at, you know, ESPN at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, you see, you wake up to, Bambi or Bambi's dad, But anyway, we were out there, and it was probably, I'd say about 5 or 6 in the morning. It's still dark, right? I'm out there, and I'm literally, I didn't have a blind, I didn't have a tree stand, I didn't have anything. What I did is I cleared out all the leaves right up against this big tree and sat up against this tree and sat still for hours. Didn't move a muscle, barely talked, whispered at that. Now here come about, I'd say it was probably about 9, maybe. Probably a little earlier than that. I'm not going to say it was 9 o'clock on Sunday, but it was probably close to that period of time. Now, at the time, when I saw this deer, it was so camouflaged, guys. I thought it was literally my brother-in-law at the top of the hill waving at me like he was just done and he was ready to go home. Unbeknownst to me, as it got closer, I said, holy crud, that's a doe. And it was a good-sized doe, guys. I'm guessing probably 115, 120 pounds. I dare say 130, but some people would probably be like, you're just trying to, make it, bigger than life, obviously. But again, I digress. Anyway, it starts coming down the hill, zigzagging as they do because they use their nose. They're looking for food and they're smelling scent. And really, the reason why it kept zigzagging down the hill is because my brother-in-law and my church buddy went up that hill several hours ago, and my buddy sprayed buck spray on his boots and walked up the hill. Well, she's smelling where he come back from. You know what I'm saying? She's going the opposite way, but she's smelling where he come from, basically, for lack of a better term. Which, for some wild reason, my brother-in-law and my buddy didn't want to shoot her, so I'm like, hey, fair game, I'm going to take her. It might not be, an 8-point buck, but I'm going to take her anyway. That's food, you know what I'm saying? That's steak, that's ribs. So, anyway, she gets off to the left a little bit. And I'm going to say, guys, and the reason why I even bring this story up is because she literally got within probably 20 yards, guys. Now, did I have a rangefinder? No, not at that time. I do now, and I use it religiously. But best guesstimations, guys, I want to say literally within 20 yards. Maybe 30 at the max, dude. I mean, she was close. I could literally reach out and grab her, Now, I will say it was my stupidity. I went out on a hunt with an unproven weapon with sights I was not familiar with because my buddy didn't think that my choke at the time. Now, I didn't know that then because I was a brand new hunter to an extent. I was under the understanding that you couldn't shoot a slug through a modified choke. Now I know that you can with certain chokes. Now there are some chokes that you should not do that at all to. So if there's anybody listening that's brand new to hunting, find out what kind of choke you have. Find out what kind of slug you have, whether it's rifled or unrifled. Make sure that you have a rifled or unrifled barrel. And what I mean by that is you can only shoot a rifled slug out of an unrifled barrel. And that's the grooves that go spiral into your barrel. If you have a smoothbore barrel, you can shoot a rifled slug through that barrel. If you have a rifled barrel, you cannot shoot a rifled slug through there, for lack of a better term. Now, if I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments. I probably am wrong. Hey, I'm not perfect. But that's, to my understanding, that's what it's all about as far as that situation is concerned. Now, so I took his weapon. His weapon, it was a 12 gauge semi-automatic, which means I didn't have to pump it. All I had to do was load the shells in, cock it, and go to shooting. Now, it had rifled sights. The sights I had knew nothing about, never seen them before, didn't even like the way they looked on the shotgun. But, I wasn't going to argue with the guy, and I didn't want to blow my gun up that I brought with me, and I didn't want to hurt myself or anybody else. So I decided to use his gun. Shouldn't have done it, guys. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Do not go out on a hunt without the weapon that you choose to use with the sights that you choose that are comfortable for you to use. Use a weapon that is appropriate for that hunt. Don't go out there hunting a deer with an AK-47, guys. That's just stupidity. And also make sure that you're completely legal to use that gun. You know, if it's deer season and it's shotgun season, use a shotgun. Don't use a rifle during a shotgun season, guys. It's against the law. And if the game warden finds you, you're SOL. You are going to jail. Your gun's getting took away from you. And if you do happen to get a deer, you ain't keeping it. You know, that's just how it is, guys. But I got within 20 yards of her. So I'm thinking, man, I've got her in the bag. I'm thinking, I'm going to pull this trigger and I'm going to have me some deer steak tonight, man. And of course, I'm shaking like a leaf. My heart's going, boom, 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 boom. I mean, it's called, that's what you call a deer fever, guys. I mean, you get crazy right before you get to pull that trigger. And sure enough, I got her in my sights, or at least I thought I did. And I squeezed that trigger, bang, it went off. And she reared up like this, turned the other direction, and took off like a bat out of you-know-where. And sure enough, for about 30, 45 minutes, I thought I had her in the bag. Now, after about an hour, I walked out. And now that's an appropriate thing you want to do, guys. When you're out there hunting, you want to wait at least 30 minutes to an hour before you go look for that kill. Because if you've just wounded that animal, or if it takes longer for that animal to die than an hour, that every time that animal thinks that you're following it, you're pushing it further and further out there. And you may not find her, or him, the buck or the doe, whichever you actually shot at. So, again, about 45 minutes, I'm itching to go. Come on. I'm thinking, I got to get to her. I got to hurry. Come on. Of course, that's that deer fever that we're talking about here, guys. Now, finally, after about 45 minutes, I decided to go ahead and go out there, me and my buddy, and we're looking and looking. I don't see nothing. I don't see no sign. I see tracks, but I don't see any sign of blood. I don't see nothing. Now, finally, my friend finally decides to tell me I blew dirt all over her. I literally was aiming for a heart shot, and obviously, if you all don't know, if you're going to shoot at a deer, you want to go for a heart shot, and you want to kind of aim a little lower than what you would actually hit because, and I know that sounds kind of silly, I thought so too at first, but if you're going to aim, you want to aim a little lower than what that animal is, because when that animal shoots, they kind of duck, and that will, allow them to hit dead center, for lack of a better term. Now, again, I was too low, because even though she ducked and reared back up and turned, I blew dirt. I literally hit the dirt right at her feet, guys. And the reason why is that shotgun that he gave me was a ton of bricks. The sights were not all that great. And not only that, guys, but I found out months later that when he tore that gun apart and tried to clean it, it was dirty as sin. So there was really no way for me to be able to get that deer, even though I thought I was going to get the deer. And I was excited, and it was a great event, and the camaraderie was wonderful, and I absolutely 100% would say go deer hunting, or hunting in general if you get the opportunity to do so, guys, because it is such a wonderful way of life. It truly is if you do it right and legally. Now, again, this is Wilderness Witty TV. I'm Witty. I want to say thank you all so very, very much for all of your views, all of your statements. Again, I want to apologize for being away for such a long period of time. I love you, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. God bless.